Alright, welcome back to Number Wizard yet again. So last time we actually had our up arrows and down arrows start to do something, and we had the computer produce a guess based on which arrow they hit. Okay. So you'll notice we do have a bug in here though. If we go back to Unity and we hit play, if I hit the up arrow over and over again, sometimes it sticks on 999 twice before it goes to 1000. That's because if you look back at our code, and we hover over the range, minimum is inclusive. That means that it's including the guess again. So if we guess 99 and it's a random range between 999 and 1000, it has a chance of adding 999 again. So what we want to do is we want to say our guess, our minimum is now equal to our guess plus 1. Which makes sense though too, because if you think about it, if we say 500 and then hit the up arrow, that means 500 isn't their number, right? So we say guess plus 1, so now the new minimum is 501, which is still included in our range. Okay, so that should fix that bug. So now if we go back into Unity and we hit play, we can hit up arrow all the way up and it should go straight to 1000. There we go. If we hit up arrow, it has going higher again too. We'll go ahead and fix that bug in a little bit, but for now, we're gonna call that good. We're gonna create a game loop. Okay, and a game loop is basically, it has a start, you can play the game, and then you can go back and start it again without having to exit the game. So here's how we're going to do it. We're going to create another method. Now a method, we'll give you an example. Start is a method. Update is also a method. A method is a group of code that can be called on anywhere else in the code. Okay, so let's do, right, so I have update. I want to do it after update. I don't want to include it in update. Okay, because I don't want it to start the game every single frame, because it would just do that over and over again. So I'm going to create another couple lines here. Just give me some space. And I'm going to create another method by saying void. And we'll find out what void and stuff means in a bit later down the road. But for now, just type void, and let's just give it a name. So we're going to give it the name of start game. You can name it whatever you want. Okay. So now I'm going to mimic the way that start and update work, right? So no semicolon right there, open and close curly bracket. Now anything inside of start game or anything inside of these curly brackets will run inside of start game whenever start game is called. Now you'll see it's like when we had the integers or when we had the variables and they weren't being used anywhere. This is saying you have this, but it's unused. Okay? But that's okay, we're gonna use it in a bit. So every time we start a game, we want all of this to run. So here's what we're gonna do actually. We're gonna take all this code, we're gonna copy it, and we're going to get it out of the start function. We're actually just going to put it right here. Okay, so now all that code is in the start game, but now at start we want to be able to run all of this code. So in start, we want to run this start game method right here. And to do that, we can just say start game, open and close parentheses, and then end that with a semicolon, because that's a line of code saying run this. Okay, so now let's just go back into Unity. Make sure that works. So if we hit play, it runs all of our start game logic. So now that we know how to access the start game method, once they hit enter and we say that we're the winner, I want you to add, here's a little mini challenge for you, add a code after that line that starts a new game. Okay, hopefully you paused the video and took some time to do that challenge. So after say we're the winner, we just have to do it again. Start game. Okay. So now let's test that and make sure. So it says I'm the winner, and then it will automatically start a new game right here. So is the number higher or lower than 841? Let's go higher, 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 lower, and then 917, enter. And then it says I'm the winner, and then it runs all of our start game logic again. So now we could play it over and over again to our heart's desire. Right? Over and over again. Here's a bug. The number doesn't change. Okay. Now it's stuck at 856. So to change that, every time we start a new game, we want to set our variables, min and max and guess, back to what they were before. Oh, I'm sorry, just our guess. Right, so we want to set those variables back to what they were before. So every time we run start game, we want our min to equal 1, max to to equal 1,000, and our guess to equal 0. Actually, we don't even need to change it, because our right here will automatically change that for us. So now, if we go back in Unity, all right, let's just go down a couple times. Let's say 4 is our number. We hit enter, and then it resets it all, and it says, is your number higher or lower than 371? Now we can play it as much as we want. Okay, every time we hit enter, it will start it back over. Hey, welcome to Number Wizard, and it will produce a new number. Okay, so to recap, we took all the stuff into the start method, and we created a separate method called start game. And then in start, all we have to do is just call this method, and it will just call that method once, right, because it's still in start. But now that makes it so that at the end of the game, when we hit enter, we'll say I'm the winner, and then we can run the method of start game again, which sets our values back to what they were before. Whoops, let me set that back to what they were before. It's that. Okay. And then it will give our instructions and pick an number between minimum and maximum, and then it does a new guess. Okay. So that should be it for Number Wizard. We'll do one more to fix up some bugs. We'll do one more video, make sure your code is all set, and then we can move on to start making it look cool.